All right, when I open EasyWorship, this is the screen that I'm going to see. Over here on the left, this big block right here is called my schedule.
Right.
This is where I'm going to build my service order.
Okay.
Everything that anything that I want, from songs to pictures to videos to scripture to anything, I can just drag it into this box right here, and it lays it out in a linear fashion.
Okay.
So
the entire program.
yes, and so if I'll go to a scripture, which I just grab just Genesis 1:1, and I can just drag it in, and now it's part of my service order. It's part of my schedule.
Okay.
And when I double click on it,
it's gonna come up.
It comes up.
Yeah.
And when I double click on the next thing, it comes up.
Right.
And so it's basically just whatever's going to go on in my service or whatever I'm doing. So same thing with songs.
Now, once I do that, and like I said, let's say it's first Sunday service. Second Sunday service changes. Okay. I just put that in my file.
Yeah. So I always encourage people to save everything.
Okay.
Yeah, just save it when you're done, because you don't know if something happens,
You come back again.
you got to rework the whole thing. So so you'll come in here and save it, and our format is we just save the date.
Okay.
If it's a PM service, it's 0204 23 p.m.
Right.
And that puts it all in numerical order.
Right.
So I can just easily find a service.
Go back to the service in the day.
And I can build it the day before. I can even build it remotely and save it on a flash drive and bring it in here instead of saving it, and things like that. So I drag everything in here. There's a scripture, there's a song. I'll go to media, and it's got a few things built into it, some backgrounds and stuff like that. So I can pull any of this in. I can even go to a DVD if I have a DVD drive, which we don't,
We don't.
and
Right.
pull a part of a DVD in or anything like that. There's also presentations where
That's what I'm looking for,
I can
too.
pull in if I already have a PowerPoint. I can click right here, this little arrow beside the plus sign, import PowerPoint file.
Now, if I'm coming in with a PowerPoint, for instance, okay, like Friday, if I'm bringing in a PowerPoint, I got a DVD with a PowerPoint on it, right?
Yeah, USB drive, a thumb drive.
Yeah, thumb drive, right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
That happens just every Sunday. Our pastor comes in 5 minutes before the service, sometimes hands us our thumb
That
drive,
sounds just like a pastor.
and we pop it in real quick and drag it into EasyWorship.
Okay.
And if we're lucky, we get a time to test it first. But
Gotcha.
but if I want to, if I want to create something here, I can also just hit the plus sign, and it's just kind of like a really simple PowerPoint.
Okay.
And
Right
I
there on
can
the screen. Okay.
I can type stuff out. I can
Okay,
bring
you
in
do your own
backgrounds.
PowerPoint right there.
So I can
Cool.
bring in a background behind it if I want to.
Yeah.
And
Cool. And then let's continue to create side
Yeah.
to side.
so, and then I just apply OK. It'll make me make me put a title on it,
Right.
and then it'll come up right here in
Just
my.
like you do with a PowerPoint. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And so all of my presentations that I create or import will all load into this tray,
Gotcha.
and I can just drag those whole presentations and pull them
Okay.
in, and then here's the whatever slides. I can click through all the slides here in the preview.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'll just go ahead and pull in.
That one's easy. I've been doing presentations for 50 years.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm good with presentations. That's good. Yeah.
So, but the main thing to
Gotcha.
remember, the most important part is this part right here. That's our schedule. That's where we're just going to drag. And this is all of we call it a media bin, but it's basically just all the stuff that you're going to build in. All the ingredients for your presentation are all down here.
Right down.
And then I can just grab them and drag them in.
Just like you do on the laptop.
And anything that I don't have, but I want to bring in from a thumb drive, whether it's video, images, even songs, presentations, anything that I have on a thumb drive, I can hit the plus sign right here. Well, on a presentation, it makes you create one, but a media, I'll hit the plus sign, and I like the church photo. Let's see, that's an image. It's already in there. We've already loaded it in, but.
Okay.
And that's in there. So, and I can use it anytime in the future now.
Gotcha.
If I get way too much going on here, which we always do, we get so much in here after a period of time
Yeah, I know.
that I'll have to right click and delete some
right,
things that we're not
absolutely.
using anymore.
Sure.
Clean it up. But
that I understand perfectly.
in its most basic form. Now, there's tons of layers within that. How to format your scripture, how to do all of these different things, and use the certain fonts, and all of that is under the hood. But in its most basic level, you have your song, scripture, media, and presentations tabs, and then underneath those are some other things: videos, images. And then scriptures. I've got different versions of the Bible. I can click on more available and pull in any versions here.
Okay.
And then of course songs. I've got all the songs I have loaded.
Right.
But then I can also, if I have the account, I'll go to Song Select and I'll import it, and it'll come into here.
Okay. Cool.
So that's, in a nutshell, that's it. However, there are some other things that are important.
Hello. And he back down here something else, man. I went to the bank the other day. He charged me $4 for being at the different bank, and then he charged me $2.50 fee for the other thing. I'm like, what is this? I'm about to write my congressman on this one. I ain't never seen that before. Okay.
Okay, so there's 3 buttons up here that are pretty useful as far as the next most important thing. So whatever I'm doing here, I may not want to always have that up there, but I don't have anything else to click on. So I've got 3 buttons up here. I've got logo,
right,
black, and clear.
Okay.
So black, of course, does just what it says. It goes to a black screen,
right,
a blackout. But that's going to stay on, and I'll be clicking on stuff and wondering why it's not coming up, why it's coming up.
Blackout.
But that button's on. That happens to us all the time.
Okay.
So that's the first thing I look at if I'm having a problem. The logo button can be set to whatever. So if I go to media, and here's the church photo, I can right click on it, and I can say use as logo background.
Okay.
And now, when I'm on a song, now when I hit logo, instead of
the black,
it goes to that whatever I've set for the logo. I can set it as anything.
Okay, and then the words will come up.
And sometimes, a lot of times a church will have a logo or something like that with a black background, so it looks really nice. And so if nothing else is going on, well, like at our church, I just hit the logo button and the logo's on the screen.
Gotcha.
The church logo.
Okay.
So,
right.
But clear is a little bit different because, let's say, let me do this. I can also, if I right click on any of these, I can say copy to theme, song theme. Okay, so now every song that I bring in is gonna have that. Yeah. So if I bring the song in, sometimes it takes a minute. Let me see. Themes. Here we go. Let's see. Update themes and schedule, and set as default song theme. I don't think we've done that yet, so sometimes it takes and sometimes I've even honestly, this is one thing that's a little bit sketchy because sometimes I'll have to pull it out, remove from schedule, and pull it in again.
Right.
Now it's on there.
Now it's updated. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So now I have that. So if I have a background of any kind, whether it's a picture, we can do video backgrounds, like moving backgrounds, all kinds of neat stuff. But if I hit the clear button, it takes the words off but leaves the background. And so that's really neat because I can go to a different song and get it set up and then
come back.
Yeah, let's see. That song still has the black background.
Black background.
But let's pull in another one, a few more. So I'll go to clear. Let's see. Let's get on it first. I'll go to clear. I can go to a different song, find the right verse, hit the clear button, and the words will come up. And that way, the background never changes. You can just superimpose things.
Go from song to song.
Yeah.
If you got the same one, exactly. Okay.
And so...
And you can do that. You can do just the same thing if you wanted to do different backgrounds with different songs.
Yeah, so that's what my themes tab is. So I can go to themes. I have song themes, scripture themes, presentation themes. So in my song themes, there's all of these already there that shows the text box in a certain area.
Yeah, which is enough.
But you can build one. You can
build one, but yeah, it's just enough.
I can hit the plus sign and I can build my own theme.
Right.
But anyway, and so I could just, and then when I right click on it, I make sure it's checked, set as default song theme. So no matter what I build in here,
it's going to have that theme.
It has that theme.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm also my scripture themes. You know, right now we're just on a black background, but this one is kind of neat because I can set it as a default scripture theme. Yeah, see, it updated that time. I think. No, it didn't. Let me see. All right. So, because what it does is I'm on clear. It kind of puts it beside the cross, and so that's
instead over it.
Yeah, and so sort of. That adds, and that's a moving background, so you can see the motion in it and stuff like that. So, but I'll go back and set it to just. It doesn't even have the default in there, so say just create it. Okay, so now I've set it back to this one, but
okay, now it's back on black.
Yeah, and this is the way it was set up originally. So
got it. Stretches it all the way across the page.
Yeah, and but you can go in the theme themes. I can right click and I can edit the theme, and I can say I want that box to be smaller. It's stretched out way too much.
Okay. Okay.
And then I can, do it in the center if I like it like that, or to the right.
Like a PowerPoint.
Yeah. Yeah, just formatting.
Gotcha. Okay.
So all of that's built into that.
Okay, that's cool.
And so those are the nuts and bolts of EasyWorship.
Okay.
Anything that I double click on, this button right here is a little bit redundant. If I click it off, it basically turns off the output, and I can turn that on and off like that. But if I double click anything, it automatically this button will come on.
This is the part right here where he said he's never been. Because when I came in here, I'm like, why have two screens if you're not using two screens for almost like to make sure that you're running something and showing it to you, because there's no reason other to have it. You know what I'm saying? And this gives you what you're doing. This shows you what you're doing, literally.
Right.
So that it always is there. So you're always in the present. Got it.
If the TVs are switched to PC right here, then this is the same as the TVs. Okay. All three TVs and this monitor are the same.
Okay.
So it allows you to see right here without needing to see up there what everyone else is seeing.
Exactly. Okay.
But remember that this is the switch for the TVs. To decide what you want to send to them.
Okay.
So you've got the PC, the camera, or the DVD.
Okay. Got
so.
Okay, got that.
Okay.